Welcome in, everyone. Today we're going to decode the absolutely massive market for lotions and creams. We're going to break down the key trends that are shaping what we buy and maybe more importantly, where we buy it. And all of our insights today come straight from a brand new market report by the folks at Zhixing Data Insights.
Okay, let's jump right in. Here's our game plan. First, we're going to look at the big picture with a quick market overview. Then we'll zoom in on what you, the consumer, are actually looking for these days. After that, we'll get into the huge split between the major online shopping platforms. And to wrap it all up, we'll cover the three most important findings from this whole report.
All right, first things first. Let's get a feel for the overall health and size of the lotion and cream market.
Now, before we get into the numbers, let's just make sure we're all on the same page. Lotions, right? They're the lighter, more water-based stuff. Perfect for summer or if you have oilier skin. Creams, on the other hand, are much thicker, more oil-based, and they're really designed for that deep hydration you need when your skin is dry or it's the middle of winter. It's a simple difference, but it's super important.
So is the market growing? Oh, for sure. You can see it right here. The sales chart shows this nice, steady climb, going from about 362 billion yuan in 2023 and projected to hit almost 422 billion by 2025. So on the surface, everything looks great.
But, and this is a big but, here's where it gets really interesting. It's not about the growth itself, it's about the speed of that growth. See, in 2024, the market jumped by almost 12%, but in 2025, that slows way down to just over 4%. This is a classic signal that a market is maturing. The crazy growth spurt is starting to level off. So what happens when a market starts to mature like this? Well, shoppers get pickier. They stop looking for just any old lotion and start looking for something that does something specific for them. So let's dig into what they really want. And no huge shocker here, moisturizing is still the king. I mean, it makes up almost a third of all the claims you see on products. It's the absolute foundation of skincare. It's what everyone expects. You see repair and soothing in there, but moisturizing is clearly the main event.
And this quote just hits the nail on the head, because even the moisturizing is the biggest piece of the pie. It's also the most crowded. The real story, and the real opportunity, is happening somewhere else.
And here it is. While your basic moisturizing is growing at a kind of modest 5%, the nourishing category is just exploding. We're talking 16% growth. Yeah, it's a smaller category overall, but it shows that people are hungry for products that go way beyond basic hydration and offer these richer, deeper benefits.
This next chart does such a brilliant job of showing the whole strategic landscape. The report uses this awesome framework to map out where the products are versus where the demand is, and it reveals two totally different worlds, a super crowded red ocean and this wide open blue ocean.
So, over on the left, you've got that red ocean. Think of it like a super crowded swimming pool. This is where you find basic moisturizing and super common ingredients like glycerin. There are tons of products, tons of competition. But then, you look over to the right, to the blue ocean. This is where the big opportunity is. Things like sensitive skin and repair. Consumer demand is really high, but there just aren't as many products to choose from. That's where the smart brands are heading.
Okay, so we know what people want, but where are they actually buying it? This is where the story gets even more fascinating. The two biggest online players, Tmall and Douyin, have basically become polar opposites in how they sell this stuff. I mean, just look at these numbers for 2025. When you're talking about the sheer number of products sold, it's not even a contest. Douyin sold almost 240 million units. That is literally double what Tmall sold. It has become the absolute champion of sales volume.
And this slide explains exactly why. They're playing two completely different games. Tmall is all about being a premium marketplace. The average price there is almost 180 yuan. They're focused on high-end brands. Douyin, totally different story. Their average price is just 86 yuan. They are all about low prices and moving massive volume. Okay, so let's pull all these threads together. This data paints a really clear picture, and the report boils it all down to three essential findings that any brand in this space absolutely has to understand.
First, the market is maturing. The easy growth is gone. To win now, you've got to target those blue ocean niches we talked about, like nourishing and repair. Second, the online world has split right down the middle. Tmall is for premium, Douyin is for volume. They serve different people with different wallets. And third, and this is probably the most valuable takeaway of all, strategy is everything. A one-size-fits-all approach is just doomed. Brands have to pick a lane. Are you premium or are you mass market? And then you build your entire strategy around that one channel.
And that really leaves us with one final big question to chew on. In a market that's so clearly divided, who do you think is going to win in the long run? Will it be the high-end premium brands or the mass market titans that can sell millions of units? It's something to think about. Thanks so much for watching.